can change the world, and it's not worth it in the end. Would you be afraid of the future, or be afraid of the past? That's why when we live, we must live free from oppression in the end. It's hard to pretend, but what if I am the one that's next, and I'm not afraid? But what if I build my own grave? Don't be paranoid, don't bring out what's wrong. I know it's enough, you just want to run. Don't be paranoid, don't bring out what's wrong. You've been working for so long, but this is the end. It's hard to pretend. This is the end. This is the end. Never again will I be able to feel again what's in my head. Voices calling out again. Don't be paranoid, don't bring out what's wrong. I know it's enough, you just want to run. Don't be paranoid, don't bring out what's wrong. You've been working for so long, but this is the end. It's hard to pretend. This is the end. This is the end. This is the end. It's hard to pretend when this is the end. This is the end. This is the end.
Ari, can you hear me? Okay, I'm trying to figure out because I'll use this thing for her Zumba classes. So I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Let me. Why am I not signed up? She signed up with her. Let me log out and come back and go on. She used it to wait for her Zumba. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Sorry, I just had to like unlog and see if it was Zoom. Really something that's like for free and like professional person. She does that and I'll do the fighting. You're gonna do the game? Give me 1 second, Paul, so we can. Alex said that we have a table for this. So, but I don't want to use that chair because it makes me go back. No, it's not the Sonic Space chair. Okay, give me a second, Paul. Don't go live yet. I'm gonna put the computer in somewhere else so it looks nicer. It's not that my room doesn't look nice.
Let me feel love once again. Maybe it's wrong, but I'll take a chance. Take my hand, or run away from your answer.
People from the
It's
hood.
gone to I'll transfigure again. I'll disappear in frame. Make a way, make a way, make a way.
What's
Losing
going
my
on,
grip
guys?
on this
We're
life
live in
now.
a little bit. Well, we are live.
Let me feel
We're gonna do music talks with me, Meister Sound. I'm gonna put on the Instagram live. If you have me on Instagram, you can see it on Instagram. But how are you guys?
let me feel love once again. Maybe it's wrong, but I'll take a chance.
What's up, guys?
Through, I was living a fast life, a fast life. Trying to get
I'm gonna play Found You. It's a brand new video that we just released on YouTube with my band Must End.
all I do is dream of what could be. Why can't I see? Let me once again.
I'm gonna promote it real quick. Guys, I have a new video coming out with Must End. It's a cool edit. that we made. But I want to show you guys new video.
Just shoot my heart. You see me bleeding out tonight. I know I could be wrong or right, but it doesn't matter this time. My heart is telling me go, but my mind says no. My heart is telling me no, but my mind says go. Oh no, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you. Just tell me why. Just tell me when your mind has changed, and I know why. Because I became selfish. My heart is telling me go, but my mind says no. My heart is telling me no, but my mind says go. Oh no, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you. Because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you. Your love is amazing, girl. 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 Because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you, because your love is amazing, girl. I'm so glad that I found you.
Myself, that's the new video from Mustang. They just released one of the couple things that are brand new that I'm creating and doing, and now we have Chica Mas live.
What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think the
Oh.
people can hear you. So what's going on?
Not much. I guess we all going through it, pandemic style. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're still trying to figure life out, I guess, and just chilling, waiting in the Lord, I guess. But by God's grace, everything is good. Recuperating little by little, just hanging in there, and letting God do His work. And I'm grateful for the people around me, the people that love me, family, friends, and it's been a cool experience. And I guess it's also a cool experience to write music. It's like one of the best places. I've been trying to gather my head around it again. So trying to, put things together and work in some stuff. So uh,
Nice.
just looking forward.
I've been very hard at work. Right now, I'm gonna have them on maybe the next week, but we are doing a full blown album. Must end. We are doing. We have right now about 6 songs, 6 to 8 songs that we want to drop. And we're gonna drop all the singles with that. So it's gonna be a full package album. We're gonna write intros and stuff. The date for it will be announced tomorrow at 12 in the Mustang channel, which is exciting. So subscribe and hit the little notification thing because it's gonna be live at 12 p.m. Well, noon. Um, and it's a little unofficial video, something to promote. Um, and it's gonna be fun. Uh,
Good news, the world needs a little bit of fun in music, and I think that's the best way for us to delight everybody and just entertain people, and not only that, but give them
this
a
is
little
definitely out there, and this is what I've been going on. Like I wanted to write more of a story with this one. And it's very B movie horror type misfits thing, but it's like a good feeling behind it. Like it's a lot of dance songs and stuff like that. Really heavy like solos. It's really fun stuff. Um,
way to hear it. I enjoy some of this stuff, like I've been out a little bit, and then you just drop the lemonade, as we say, and like dropped songs after songs after song. So I needed to catch up in some of the things because I've been out. I'm not been paying attention to some music. I've been, uh, like I said at the first live stream that we did, like I've been out for a bit, and I was mostly recuperating and dealing with my stuff first, and some health stuff that I had to deal with. So I haven't had the opportunity to listen to some of the songs, and I enjoyed it. Not because you're my brother or so. I'm telling you the truth. But
yeah.
I enjoy some of the stuff, and there's some lyrics that and you get to think about, and you start thinking about them, and how much real are they. So like I enjoyed them a lot, and also you put down some of my favorite mega hits from the beginning of time. Which one is my favorite? Which you haven't put Dance for You? Which one? It's one of my, like, the first favorite ever. uh
no, I don't have it.
yeah, that's one of my favorite, like, ones. But um
Which the one that I put up, I don't remember, but I think it was the remake that I did.
you
Um,
did a remake of it?
Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit.
Oh,
I did it. I did a remake of it, and I think that's the one I posted. I'm not even sure. I don't remember because I uploaded that a little bit ago.
okay.
But I don't think I have the original one, the 2013 one or whatever I
Yeah, no,
did.
no, that's like crazy stuff. And then the other one is like, one of my favorite back in the day that I used to listen to when I would wake up in the morning, like the chill songs. It's the one, I just wanna fall asleep,
Oh,
ringing the
that's
bell.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Uh,
Oh, I think that's one of the songs that
Let me play it
I
in the
can,
background so people can
sure,
understand what we're talking about.
I can relate a lot to the lyrics to it.
Um,
I think we all relate to that moment in life, that we get tired of things, and we have to put ourselves in that position that we have to allow him to take over. And I think that's one of the, like, good messages. Like, every time I hear that song, it reminds me that, even when I want to give up and, just throw the towel, I just, at the end of the day, I just want him to just take over.
Yeah, this is
Sorry, I'm
the
in New York.
remake. No, no, this is the remake. I'm playing it in the background for the people.
Oh, okay. Okay. I cannot hear it, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
No, it's okay.
It's gonna be through the stream, but
Hi, Jennifer.
you know what? I'll play it loud for everybody, even on the live stream. So I'll restart it. This is "Dance for You." This is one of my first songs. This was in a bunch with "Perfect Love," which is my first song. Like I did as a package as my, you know, my Meister or my Valdo persona, which is my the artist name that I've carried through. Before that, it was more of a DJ name, and I was making a mess of, things. Um, I was making, beat boop beats and like really beginner stuff, which I don't knock it. A lot of people are on that stage right now, but just keep going. But this one is "Dance for You." This one was in a bunch, which I don't remember which one the original four were. Was it "Dance for You"? Uh, "Perfect Love." Which I think it was "Filling Up My Cup."
Oh, yes. Filling up
Filling
my
up
cup.
my cup, and
That's
then
Erica's favorite.
yeah, and then there's another one. I think it was no, it wasn't LOVE. It was another one.
No,
That one came afterwards.
I don't
Uh,
remember.
there's another song. I'll think about it, but this is one of my first songs. This is the remade version. But it basically goes along the same chord progression, same things. I try to incorporate the same sound, so I'll play it for you guys now.
Sure. That's the classic.
I wanna dance for the one who took my shame on the cross. He gave me light when it was dark. He walked the path that no one. Where you told me to go, I'll go. Where you told me to lead, I'll lead. Where you told me to stand, I'll stand. Jesus, you gave it all. That's why I'll dance. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you, my God. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you, my God.
That intro is
I
amazing.
wanna dance for the one who took my shame on the cross. He gave me light when it was dark. He walked the path that no one walked. Where you told me to go, I'll go. Where you told me to lead, I'll lead. Where you told me to stand, I'll stand. Jesus, you gave it all. That's why I'll dance. Oh, I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you, my God. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you, my God. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you, my God.
That's a very overproduced version of it. The original one was very rough and a lot more innocence in my voice. I did that track on literally like the floor of that apartment, which wasn't an apartment, it was a room within an apartment. Um, and I remember because I made this track on the floor with my $3 mic, and I liked it. Was my favorite. This one I thought it was gonna make it more than perfect love, but things go their way. Um, so yeah, that was
I
perfect
think
love.
it's about production and um how can you create something out of nothing, because I think the biggest encouragement that somebody can have nowadays is that even though you're making music, even like what is it, garage band and stuff like that, which is cool as heck. I love garage band sometimes. I have made some beats. They're not that great, people, but I can defend myself a little bit. But the whole thing is that a lot of people they feel that they need a lot of special equipment or whatever it is. But to produce something like that with the little amount of money or equipment we had at that time, it really brought up a whole, production company practically. It brought up not only us recording and making music, but us helping others to work with them and collaborate with others. And that created like a massive amount of work for us and knowledge, and we all learn from it. So I think with that said, and that songs, creates in people, I guess me looking back to the beginning of everything, it's that even though you're starting right now and you think that you have nothing or you cannot make it happen, just know that this little songs started a whole entire movement and started like whatever we do now for living. This is our life, this is what we do, and this is how we are able to help others. So just don't let it go, even though it's a small beginnings, but it's good. God is in it. Just keep on moving forward, and that could um, make you like go even further in your knowledge and also help others, which is the main thing. Music is not just I know it's a personal art, but it's also uh, something that you can do with many. Like it can create so much when you have so many ideas and so many voices and different directions. It's something that is always flowing. So I always encourage people that, of course, I have stuff that I wrote by myself, and you weren't there, or vice versa. But at the same time, when you come in together with somebody, it's just the creative juices that just flow, and it moves, it transcends. So I encourage people not to write by themselves, and always help somebody, so you give knowledge and gain knowledge. It's a good game. You play a good game.
um,
Hello, people from Turkey. Hi, Bora, merhaba. How you doing, my friend? My
we
friend
have
from
some people
Turkey.
here. If you guys got any questions, regards, comments, let us know. We're live. Right
Any
now,
questions about music? Any questions that you want to know about production, or if you want to join? Definitely, we're always trying to help people. We're not seeking for talent. We are not seeking for people to join, a cause, but the cause is have fun, and like allow um your creativity grow with
their
everyone
talents.
around you.
Yeah.
See, it's just looking for talent, but we are not really looking. We just want you to join if you want to. So if you have some music at home and you want to share it, just make sure that you just follow this profile, follow me, send me a message, send Valdo a message or something.
And that's one of the
And
biggest things. Like a lot of people, I don't want to force anybody to buy my music. I don't want to force anybody to really, if you don't like my music, it's fine. If you do, great. But if you do want to support, a share, a like, a little post that you may make anywhere, it goes through a lot. It shows support. It shows whoever works with me or whoever, basically the camp, whoever is like around me. It shows support for them too. And I have a lot of people that that either work with me or are acquainted with me that are looking to me or any support from people that to tell them, hey, yo, at least somebody's either listening, at least somebody's watching, and that goes a lot for a creative, especially people that are right now in this rough season that we don't get to see people, we don't get to do shows, we don't get to do much. And it's tough because right now you drop something and it doesn't get the claim that you want it to. And I've seen a lot of folks that right now, like on my friends list in IG, that they've literally quit. They've made a video and said, "Hey, I'm out. This is not working out. I don't. Between not getting enough responses on it, it's very discouraging for them and everything. And they've actually quit. One of the guys that used to blog our music and stuff like that recently quit a couple of days ago. Um, this is not like, hey, they just it's a hobby. It's whatever. This is like people's life. Like when people are being creative and stuff like that, they're literally putting their life, their heart, their talent, their brain out there. Um, and if you like it, support it. And I'm not saying give $1, I'm saying share it, do a little post and stuff like that, takes 2 seconds, and that means way more than whatever promotion it's meant to be, because it's not about the promotion at the end. It's more about, hey, solidarity to for that person. Hey, you matter, and we should do that for each other all the way. um I do it all the time for all the folks that that either working with me or I know that we're acquaintances or friends or whatever that are creative. I do that for them, whatever it is that we support each other, and that's key.
absolutely. I think that's a good thing. I think it goes a long way. And it just brings people together. We just want to bring people together. And I guess every artist that is at home right now, trying to write a song, trying to put chords together, I think it's trying to send the same message, And I have come to know people that they this is all they do, and it's necessary, that we all get together and do it. And we've been out for a while. It's we this year has been like an overhaul, like a new start for all of us, which it's amazing. But at the same time, we have a lot of people that have, they're just starting, or people that you know that they really do have a lot of talent and they're out there, and we need to spread the good news, in that sense, and let them know that 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 we will support them no matter what, and that comes a long way. So yeah, it's all bueno, it's all good. So if anybody has any questions, please send them our way. We're here to answer any questions. Eh, si tiene alguna pregunta de producción de música, o quiere que le preguntar algo, por favor, aquí estamos. Queremos que haga preguntas, queremos saber sus opiniones. Si conoce a alguien que cante, que quiera, trabajar, estamos aquí trabajando todos juntos y tratando mucho de trabajar. So, aquí estamos. Bora, don't worry. I know your English it's a little, it's good, man. It's my friend from Turkey. He's lit. Uh, your English is good, my friend. Don't worry about it. We're about to write some, you know, Turkish music, really. So, anyways, so we let's talk about the new stuff. I know that you're coming out with like a brand new spanking album and a video that you put earlier on this live stream, and also you have another video coming up, right?
Yeah, it's a unofficial
Or that's it?
video. It's a
Okay,
unofficial
it's
video.
coming.
I'll show you after the podcast because
Okay, no
it's a little
problem.
bit crazy. It's a tribute
It's fine.
video, meaning it's not unofficial, but it represents of what's to come and what's the, you know, I um, it's very dark what's coming with Mustang, but I think it was bound to happen. Like we do have our
It's all good. So
um
like, it's New York City. You get every sound from ambulances to fast cars to Dembo in a very loud car. Uh,
and I
what I was
think
gonna,
I think Angel is gonna like it because he's
oh, he's
watching us. But
crazy. Yeah, like that. Yes.
I have this new album with Mustang. It's basically synth rock. We were synth wave at the beginning, a lot of poppy music, happy and stuff with weird, 80s stuff going on. This one it's a lot more grounded and a lot more heavier, like grunge, like
Wait
synth
to hear it.
pop. It's exciting. I believe it's gonna be the best soundtrack for Halloween Horror Nights. Like if they do a '80s nights,
Oh, that gory. Oh God.
so that gives you the picture of what we're going for.
My friend said, play the music.
uh,
It's coming, Bora. It's
it's
coming.
coming tomorrow at 12. That one. It's just that it's so massive. Like this album
I'll send
music.
it to you, Bora. Don't worry. I'll send it
Yeah,
to you.
that one is so massive. I might do a little live stream, and do like watch it all together at 12 p.m. So be there tomorrow 12 p.m. I'm gonna stream it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, just do
So
it.
tomorrow 12 p.m. this same channel wherever you're looking, I'm gonna play the music video as it premieres on YouTube. Um, and it's a little bit. Um, I'll give you, I'll give you the title. Well, the video is based, or it's a compilation of clips. Because there's a huge band that we admire called the Midnight, and they do compilation videos of like '80s movies and stuff like that. And they very thematic of how they do music and bring the nostalgia in. So we bring in that nostalgia, but with horror '80s movies. So this
Okay.
so this movie that we're putting on as a compilation is the American Werewolf in London. So it's gonna be gritty. It's gonna have blood. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm telling you guys, it's just fun. Um, uh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun and the song it's just ridiculous. Um, it's one of my favorite songs made thus far. Um, uh, so yeah. But what can we play today? What do you want to play?
Can we play today? Well, we know that first June 1st, we got something coming out which we played for you. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
No, it was last week. We promoted it
Last
last week.
week?
Yeah.
Okay, last week. So it's coming out. So please stand by and just
Should I put
share
up
this
the
profile.
Should I put up
Uh,
the clip art? I could put it up.
oh, sure, you can put it. We have this.
Oh,
You can follow this account on IG or then on Facebook. You can also follow us on Facebook, and you will get all the information of what's coming up soon when it comes to that. What we're doing now, it's mostly
All right, I'm
Uh,
putting it up now. It's like center screen, the cover art.
oh, okay. So I think, let me see. Anyways. Oh, okay. Oh, Hala. That was so cool. I didn't expect that.
What
Uh,
the
no,
whole
I was,
thing?
yeah, like bloop, it went up like cartoonish. Okay, I'm putting it on my IG. So yeah, so cool.
So yeah, that's the
I'm putting it
cover
on my
art.
IG. So this is the art that is coming out in the song. It's a single, and it will come out on June 1st, which it will be next week, right? I don't even know what day or
Yeah, I think it's
what.
Monday.
Okay, so it's
Monday, yep.
coming out, and what we're doing, because I don't know, I personally haven't done anything new. I haven't been able to. First, because I've been in recuperation from my throat surgery, which is getting better. Um, and we haven't had the time to work things out because I'm here in New York, you're in Florida, so it's been a little crazy. And this whole Rona stuff is killing everything, yo. So, but we are gonna work on some stuff. But what we're doing is we're getting all the music that we have had in the vault, I guess, like some things that we have had for a long time that we haven't done anything with. So we're getting it out little by little and trying to get it to you as soon as possible. So then later on, we can work on the new stuff, which that's gonna bring a lot of new voices, new artists, new people that are gonna join us, and familiar voices that some people have heard us work with in you know a few times or whatever. So we're gonna try to bring some cool people, cool musicians that you have heard before or are new, stuff like that. It's a very ambitious concept, but I think it's gonna work out. You know, it has worked out before, so why not? Yeah.
Oh,
So we just
let's
want
see.
this Corona stuff to go away, and then we can start working on the new stuff.
We're almost at well. Overall, I have all the data on the streams. We're almost at 5,000 streams. So if people keep listening to it, we're gonna hit 5,000 pretty soon.
There,
Um,
and
in Spotify.
oh, lit. Okay. You
So
know,
if
and people might say that's a little bit before, like we ain't not like millions yet. But if you share it
I
with your
mean,
friends,
this is
you might get
key.
there.
This is key. I don't have a promoter. We don't have a manager. We don't have anything around us. We don't have a team around us. We have people around us that help us out and support us, but we don't have specific people that help us in the industry, and that's high key because we're doing this grassroots. This is me posting in Instagram, trying to put some hashtags up. This is the people around us. 5,000. I don't knock it. It's still an achievement. I'm still thankful for those that are listening to the music and are replaying it over and over and make it part of their life. And I thank all of you that do that. And also let me know so I can impart it onto the people that hey, um, you know, uh, it's being hurt. Like, don't lose faith, don't lose hope. Um, a lot of the music that I make is a collaboration, um, so it's good. It's good to know. But yeah, I'm gonna play it in the background. I don't know what you want to say, because we played it last week, but maybe we should play it again just for the people. What you think?
Sure, no problem. I'm with whatever.
All right, we'll play it. We'll play
Yeah, this
it.
is this is what's coming out. It's a bilingual song. It's coming out on June 1st. Please share it with everybody. We put before the the screenshot the art that is gonna come with the download. You can get it on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, all that cool stuff. Just Meister Sound. That's where you find it, and I'll be sharing it in all my personal social medias. And if you make sure, just follow this profile wherever you are uh, seeing us right now. Just follow it and share it. It's not much, but it's something. And this song was recorded way before. It's not now. It's part of the vault, but I think it's time for it. Everything is for a season, and I guess this is the season for it. So June 1st, uh,
June
this
1st.
is
Junio número uno.
en 1 de junio.
Yeah.
El 1 de junio sale, es una canción bilingüe. Sigan esta cuenta o cuenta que está mirando en Facebook o Instagram, donde esté. Siga la cuenta y para más información, dale su like y comparta para más información. So, adelante, caballero.
All right. I got thunder over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on.
Hay uno que está vivo, uno que murió, pero al tercer día se levantó entre los muertos. Invoque a ese. Él lo dijo, invocarán mi nombre, yo le responderé. Alabado sea Dios.
Everything's gonna change today when you're making new ways. Gonna toss all these chains away, raising the name your way. First I start by losing myself, giving you every praise. Nothing can top the love you gave. That's why I'll dance the night away. I'm dancing for your name. I'm giving you the praise. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name.
Condenación, en Cristo Jesús no hay derrota, en Cristo Jesús no hay infierno, en Cristo Jesús solamente hay vida.
Everything's gonna change today when you're making new ways. Gonna toss all these chains away, raising the name your way. First I start by losing myself, giving you every praise. Nothing can top the love you gave. That's why I'll dance the night away. I'm dancing for your name.
That's right.
I'm giving you the praise. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name.
Hoy puedo ver lo que tu gracia ha hecho. Puedo decir que en victoria yo me siento. What you have done in me is algo increíble. Mi boca no se cansa, esto mundial no es un cuento. Esto es una fiesta, baila que te amanezca. Mientras tú le alabas, él te arregla todas tus cuentas. Esto es una fiesta, baila que te amanezca. Mientras tú le alabas, él te rompe tus cadenas. Yo.
I'm dancing for your name. I'm giving you the praise. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name. I'm dancing for your name. Y es su nombre, gloria. 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 Y es su nombre, gloria.
Que tiene a Cristo sabe que en Cristo siempre hay victoria, en Cristo hay derrota, en Cristo solamente hay bendición. Él resuelve tus problemas. Venid a mí todos los que estéis
That's gonna be
trabajados.
available June 1st. Dancing for your name.
Descanso del ser humano.
I wanted to. Oh, let me get it to stop. I wanted to have the coolest, like, urban Latin style at the time. I think I nailed it. It sounds cool. I like the mixes that is here. It's very, it's all over the place, and I like it.
Pretty good. Pretty decent.
What do you guys think? Is it what is it called? What people say it nowadays? Is it a bop? Or
The
is
bop.
Is it a bop or is it not?
Nowadays.
But yeah, guys. So yeah, that's what's releasing June 1st.
So yeah, Junio 1 va a estar disponible en todas las plataformas musicales, así que comparta, síganos y escucha la música y díganos cuál es su favorita. Y sabéis que si conoce a alguien que quiera, ser parte de esto, pues estamos aquí disponibles siempre. Y nada.
So yeah, That's what's going on. I don't know. Do you want to play another song? Do you want to?
Sure. I was thinking about a lot of stuff because, and we need to like put a lot of things together. And I was thinking of a lot of songs that we should like work on it or like get back at it. So that's another conversation. So for the next, I guess, lives, people can join and really get the conversation started. But you know, most of the songs that we have gotten out uh, are are fairly like old in a way. Like some people know it, people have heard it, and some people haven't heard it at all because they were hitting and they were the hidden gems, what we say.
Mm-hmm.
But you have also some of your personal music that is very out there and very good. And
Mm-hmm.
I think, and also songs that we have had that we haven't released as well that people should listen to. Uh, but you know, I think people should like, explore, uh, get their Spotify and like explore the songs and the music because um, deep inside, not only the music that I'm in, but you have other people like collaborating with you as well, and really, you may find some gems there for your personal playlist. I think that it's cool and everything that some people find it cool that we're working on this together and whatever. So, but I also wanted to appreciate the musicianship behind the music. Like where it comes from, and that not just the music that I have being able to work with you and written with you and kind of arrange with you. It's cool, but that they also get in depth in other stuff that you have wrote because there's way more stuff there than whatever we have. I'm sorry for the ambulance. Um, that we have in your like Spotify, let's say. So there's other music that people can like join in, like listen to it, and really you may find good stuff. Myself, and I'm not saying because you're my brother, like I said before, I will tell you if it's not good or not. But there are some cool songs that I find myself going, somewhere with it in my ear or having a little time off from my brain and just putting some music. So, you know, um, with that said, I think it's cool that we're focusing at this moment with the music that we're doing both ourselves. But also, I think I encourage that they should go to their Apple Music, their Spotify, or whatever. So, and really look for the other ones. And I encourage them to just share and listen to the message that it is. That even though it's music made for God, in a way, it is. Everything that we do is for God and for His people. But there's some touching messages there. So I think people might find themselves attracted to it. So I suggest that they do that. Hi Tasha again. I love you. So but yeah, I think that's something that maybe one day we should sit down and talk about certain things and maybe ask questions and how they were written and stuff like that. Because a lot of people don't know that most of the musicians or the songwriters, they come from a background. It comes always from somewhere in our hearts that we write this stuff. So I think it's important that we let our hearts speak for ourselves and just listen to the music. Share the music. We're very very happy and very proud of it, and it's a good thing. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able.
Did you get to listen to the EP that I dropped, Sinners and Crowns? It's
Oh,
like,
I love that stuff.
yeah.
I think some of the beats are killers, like killers beats. Like I'm like going to the supermarket by myself with my gloves and my scar and my mask and looking like the Walking Death out there, and I'll be like, drop your crown, and I want to rap to it. Like, you should have left me some 16, hot 16 so I can like come in and like tell people that I'm about to drop that crown. But it didn't happen. Maybe on a remix time.
Yeah, but
But
we
anyways,
could do the hidden
yeah,
gems or
like I'll be
whatever.
like crazy, and there's some stuff like I need to send you the list because like I just it was like maybe like a week ago I went to the supermarket. No, I went to Walgreens by myself. So I put my headphones on and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna listen to my brother. So I put my Spotify and I just decided to listen to stuff that has nothing to do with me. And I think it was very cool. But the like I really felt some type of connection to some of the lyrics because like I felt like I my thoughts were there, you know. There's some point in time that as humans we need to take the religious part like away from us and become human in a way because even if we go to the religious part, even Jesus himself became a man, and you know he left that spiritual side, like that not human side, and he became human for us. So humanity is very important, and the fact that I was listening to the songs and I listened to them in a very human way, and with a compassionate ear, you know, with something that sometimes we need to put attention to certain things in our lives and not be stuck up in what I think is best than you, whatever you think. And I really put my ears into like a very compassionate way and really listen to the lyrics, and I was it ministered to me in some way, you know. I was like, wow, this is very well written. It's like almost a poem, you know. It's very poetic.
Yeah,
It's very heartfelt, and it's not because like I'm gonna say again, not because you're my brother, but you know I appreciate things like that. It's like that Biko C flow back in the day that will hit you and smack you in the face, and it will give you church without going to church, something like that. That's the feeling I got
that's
into it. It's
awesome because
like,
I
you
wasn't
know,
even considering myself that I was rapping. I was
but
just
it's the truth.
right.
That's one of the things I love from that era, like Biko C era, which is like the one of the biggest hip hoppers, Spanish hip hoppers in like late 80s, 90s. He will take you to church without being in church, and he will put you in a situation that you will rethink your actions, not in a religious way but in a very human way. And I really appreciate those things. You know, there's certain singers and certain songwriters, let's put it that way, because there's a lot of singers, but songwriters that they're very heartfelt in the way they write music. So you know you don't have to go to, you know, like to a place and be religious, but with a song you can bring Jesus to them, you can bring God to them, you can bring peace. Not only that, you can bring, you know, a hug, you can bring, you know, love, things that as humans we need. And I think that's something very important in the way I like to write music, you know. Usually in the last few years I've been the type of person that I will go to party zone, you know, like I like to be happy. I like to enjoy people. I love the party vibe, you know, and I love to make people happy. And a lot of people saw me performing and composing music that it was very happy in a way. It will take you to dance, you know. It will make you, you know, move your feet a little bit side to side or whatever it is. But there are some songs that I also wrote that even though I wasn't singing it or whatever, they were very heartfelt, you know. And I think that's very important. And I think with that album, you some of the songs I need to get back on my list and like look at them and re-listen to them and
the
let you know
the
how I felt.
the whole EP was in my brain for about a couple of months, and I wanted to do trap, but I didn't want to make like normal trap and boring trap. I wanted to make like a certain way of hip hop or rap that wasn't like normal. So like I had my friend, a coworker at the time. We had some conversation about faith and everything, and we talked about transfiguration and all of this stuff that happens in the Bible. And the whole thing just started like escalating in my brain. Like, how do I create a project and that's why even the name of the songs are written a certain way. So everything it's thought out. The graphic is thought out. Everything like had a purpose, and every sound, every single thing in that EP, even though it doesn't look it, everything was thought out and it had a purpose. Like even the names are made in a certain order. Like I have the list here. It says songs, moves, sinners, transfigured crowns. So what is that? Like like that the whole even names like it talks about how a song moves a sinner and it transfigure their crown, like whatever they're holding on to as their identity, it transfigures it, meaning it changes but then I had to go deep into transfiguration, which was one of my funnest beat in the um which in the transfiguration song I'm more like explaining the action of transfiguration. The song, the intro song, I'm starting to talk to the person about the what's about to happen. And my favorite one is moves, which is I don't know how that hook
My
came
charger.
about.
I'm listening. Sorry, I'm
No
just getting
problem.
my charger.
No problem. No problem. Moves came about like I don't remember how the hook came about, but it was more about because I felt myself looking at Instagram and looking at all of the social media stuff and thinking, oh, like almost comparing my level of success to other people or my level of failure, and I had to bounce out of that and I had to you know almost do it with a swag. So that's what the hook came about. You know, um, what was it? I'm just making moves. We are not the same. We are not the same. I'm just making moves. I'm paraphrasing, but basically came about that. Like even though like you may judge yourself or you know beat on yourself harder because you see somebody else's successfulness, you shouldn't never disregard what you're doing in your life. And that's always been my thing. If you did 1% better, you're still doing 1% better than zero. Like you're still progressing. There's still something to look after, and that song encapsulates that. And I wanted to get Danny Dripstar, which is a young kid. We've been connecting online. He's from I don't I don't remember. I think it's Kentucky. Don't quote me on that. Um, but we connected through Instagram, and I told him, "Yo, do a verse." And it just so happens that it was his birthday, and he came home mad happy. He's like 17, 18 years old, um, super young. So he was like, he went home, recorded that whole thing. He sent it to me. He was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Amazing." It was awesome. And I had him on that track, and it's the only feature in that track, but on the EP. But it just came out amazingly. Like that one is my favorite. Sinners was another one that uh, it's just weird. We can have a whole conversation about Sinners.
I think that one was the one that really got me into it because I think the message behind it was uh very deep. Like
Yeah, yeah. That one, this one is the one that preaches.
it
Yeah,
was like
that's
it
the
was
one.
like a Bible study
Yeah,
in a good way.
yeah,
And like I personally there's some like things that there was is a very it's it's like eatable knowledge if
yeah,
you get me. Like it's a type of knowledge that you can only gain when you are into it and you're eating up your word and you are beyond like you're getting into it and like you're reading that book and you're like getting into it. That's the type of knowledge that has in a very simple way.
Yeah.
like
I
it's
presented the
like
question like cuz it makes you like think about it, like a deep really deep thought. What if in the end we're not sinners? What if in the end of the paragraph we're not sinners? Now it's an advanced thought way of thinking, but I'm saying that because it's not us that the God sees. You know what I mean? Like it's the blood of Jesus. So what that's what I wanted to encompass there. So and then with that, that makes us equals. So if somebody's not showing love, is that they don't understand love. So that's where I wanted to get to the point. We're all equals. What if you're doing all of that and at the end we're still equals? you know, like eh, that was the main message. And
if I think it's very very truth, and like if you are uh a Bible person, or you just go to church on Sundays, whatever it is that you're doing, the Bible says that, you know, Romans 8, nothing can separate me from the love of God, not deep, nor height, nor nothing can separate us from that love. So that means that we are definitely equals, like there is absolutely nothing that can separate us from that love. So in that sense, I know that he's going to love me like he loves himself, and his love is profound. So I think that's a very very tricky song, that if you are listening and paying attention to it, it might create questions in your head that are answered in the same song.
yeah,
It's like the you gave me, what is it, like the cure, the antidote for the cure, or something like that, like kind of something like that. Like I got very like deep in my thoughts and said, wait 1 second, what if I am not a sinner at the end? What if everything is whatever? But then at the end, it takes me to a place that of it gives me peace to know that God is always on my side, and that no matter what, we are always gonna be equals in His eyes, because at the same time, God only sees the blood of Jesus. So,
and
I
that's
don't
true.
want to get too in depth in like a whole like
Theology. Yeah, we can get into a
not
theology.
a theology like class. We can do that another day, but I'm not at all a theologist that
But
of these.
since we have some viewers, I'm gonna challenge them. I'm gonna play it real quick, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
sure, no
I'm
problem.
gonna
Go ahead.
reset the IG. So sorry, guys. I'm gonna
Yeah,
reset
reset.
it, but
Come back, people. Come.
all right,
Hi, Jenny. Love you.
all right. Let me reset it.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, guys. Um,
No, it's a song is
what is
amazing.
it? Music talks 4.
Let me.
All right.
Bob is
I'm
gonna go live again.
and I'm gonna play the song. So 1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
Okay, let me see. We're still live. Oh yeah, we're still live.
All right, I'm gonna play moves from. I'm sorry, moves. Sinners from Sinners and Crowns.
Okay.
Here we go.
Maybe we're not sinners in the end. If he lives, then why die because of shame? If you only talk, then I can say again. I'd rather sit at the table with love than pass judgment. So this is your wake up call. Don't let it pass you by. If we all sit a sinner's bar, he's gonna help you rise. Yeah. Out of darkness comes light. Out of darkness comes light. confusion, there was no idle time. You met yourself in the end of time. That's the secret, that's the way to have your Christ. Revelation is that nobody can be that good, that bad to gain eternity. So why you hate instead of love and peace? You haven't met your God or have the love of Him. So this is your wake up call. Don't let it pass you by. If we all sit a sinner's ball, He's gonna help you rise. Yeah. Out of darkness comes light. 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 Yeah.
That's the cover right there. If you guys are looking it up on Spotify, on Instagram, you guys can find it right now. Listen to it. Save it. That's the album version. So it does the text.
I think people should like be able to just go online and search for the other songs and all the music. I think it's a very heartfelt album. It has a lot of message behind it, and for all of us that sometimes we are going through some certain issues that we may feel like we're losing that control over our lives in a way or whatever it is, it brings a lot of peace to know that he's still king, and we'll just follow. And I think I don't know if I hit it, but I think that's the overall message of the whole entire album. I felt in a way the human side of God, of Jesus coming to earth, dying for us, and doing whatever he had to do, but at the same time, the promises of God, and that he's king over everything, and no matter where we go, he's always gonna be there. Not getting too religious about it, but I felt that that was the message behind it. Like
It's bringing the message to a serious tense, to a ground level,
hmm
to a face to face level, and that's what I like. Like, it feels like it's a diss or anything, but no. Like at the second verse, I'm talking, keep facts. Like God didn't make a mistake. You know what I mean? When He said there, let there be light, there was no confusion. There was no, there was nothing out of line. Like God is speaking facts to you, and sometimes it feels, crazy, but that's how it is. And
yeah, I think the times that we're living now, and I'm not saying every generation have their time,
yeah,
but I think this generation that we're living in right now, this us whatever we're doing now, it's so many things going on. I think God wants us to get closer in a very personal way,
yeah,
not in a religious way. As you can see, not even churches are able to open. In the last 3 months, everything has been shut down. So that has taught me a lot in the way I write music and the way I portray myself to others and the way I speak to others. That Jesus is not a building, Jesus is a relationship. And in my case, I've been very touched by it in a way. And I'm guessing, this generation it's getting closer to God in a very, very super different way. And I guess God wants us to have him and only him, not another man, but him and only him. And I think music it's a great vehicle to get to that point. So I really encouraged people that if you really want to listen to something that is very in depth, very spiritual, definitely go ahead, go look for it. Um, I think it was written in a in a good heart, and not because you know it's your music or whatever. So, but I did respect some of the message, and I fact checked it in a way. In my head I was like, it's very true, and it's a very hot album, and the beats are amazing. I want to rap in all of them, and I was like, God, this is so good. So, I suggest everybody to go ahead, go to Meister Sound on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you have, and just check
You
it out.
know which one we haven't promoted though, which it's La Lucha, not La Ducha, La
La
Lucha.
Lucha. Oh yeah, that one came out, right?
Yeah, that one is out. La Lucha is out.
Lucha is a very cool song. It's a Spanish song, and I remember when you showed it to me. It was at the beginning before my surgery. You sent me No
This
Mirar
one,
Atrás and La
yeah.
Lucha. Yeah, yeah. And I was very excited for La Lucha, but I didn't had nothing, and I had like only a few days before my surgery. So I really just focused on one song at a time. At that point, I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and then later on, I woke up with a melody in my head, and it was about lucha, and I just wrote a bunch of stuff on my phone, and then when I go look for the files and I go lucha, I see a freaking beat. I was like, oh, come on, dude, this is too much. So, but anyways, yeah, lucha. I think with the times that we're going through right now, uh, lucha is it's a very touching message right now, because a lot of people are fighting for their lives out there, for their families, to eat food, to pay the
and I
bills,
and
to
I did the song way
be able
before
to,
this time. I don't,
yeah,
it wasn't. I'm not trying to piggyback, and that's what I had an internal conflict for. Is like, should I piggyback of what's going on right now, or just make it timeless? And for me, it mattered for me to make it timeless. Like, I want this song to play whenever you have a battle, whenever you feel, like you need a motivation. And that's what I feel with all of the music. I don't want to make it just be stuck on one occasion. Oh, this is the, like, quote unquote, this is the coronavirus song. I don't want that. Like, I don't want to be, I didn't want it to be a gimmick. I literally want it, and with the main three songs that I have, like singles that are in Spanish, by myself, is Vencerás, En Contra, and Lucha. And those three songs, I wanted to be like coritos that are like forever, like,
yeah. It has no time, like time. It's just forever.
yeah. And my main deal is how to overcome. The biggest thing in the Bible is endurance, is overcoming, and that's what I want my music to be like. At least that type, those songs, I wanted them to be that. And Lucha is a great example of that. I want people to overcome. I want people to understand that they can overcome and they can do it. Um, and the key thing is like, nobody sees you in the battle, which is the most frustrating thing sometimes. Like, you do want to seek recognition sometimes and see, hey guys, I'm actually fighting this, but at the end of the day, that's not what's gonna give you the win. That's not gonna give you the reason to overcome. Um, what's gonna give you the reason to overcome is that God is watching. He's gonna be the one that's gonna bless it, and that's better than any other win. It's better than any other any other loss, any other win. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best win, when God is the one that gave you the blessing for that, and allowed you to overcome in a way. Um, and yeah, that's
We Sure, put it on so people can listen to it and
Yeah,
find it.
sorry, I'm boring with the explanations.
No, it's all good. No, but
Uh,
just find it. Just go online and find it. Spotify. And
Lucha, Lucha,
it's
Lucha.
a Spanish song, people, and it's a español, and it's
Espanol. Let me find it real quick. Right here. All right. So, esta es La Lucha, una canción muy apegada a mi corazón. No es no fue hecha por el tiempo que estamos, fue hecha mucho tiempo atrás, pero no tan solo es el tiempo correcto, pero es algo que quería decir o quería oír yo mismo, que quiero tirarle a las, you know, a la gente. So, esta es La Lucha, está en todas las plataformas.
No temeré contigo a mi lado. Tinieblas se levantarán, pero en la luz tú me cubrirás. Yo sé que me levantarás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Entra en paz, ya no hay que pelear. El derrotó el que has hecho y te dio temor. No dejes de luchar, aunque la tormenta mire mal. Yo sé que te levantará. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. Nadie te ve en la lucha, pero tú vencerás. No pares de luchar. No pares de luchar. Oh, no. No pares de luchar. No pares de luchar. Contigo estoy.
yeah.
Oh, eso fue La Lucha. That was La Lucha. It's available on every streaming platform. It's super short. It wasn't meant to be that short. I wanted to, and have a longer part, but I felt comfortable with what I had, and that's what a lot of people need to understand about art is that only the artist knows when the art is done. So that should give you a semblance, um, and, and apply that to everything. If God is an artist, He knows when the art is done. So let me just leave it right there because we could go
Hi.
really deep into it. But
Yeah.
I felt
Um,
it was done and
it
released it.
sounds good. Sounds good. It's simple. Doesn't have to go crazy. Uh, that's another thing when we write music. When you write your songs, it's your art. Do whatever you want, but at the same time, know that you don't have to put 20 million things in it. Sometimes
If you,
less is better.
yeah, I mean, if you do, great for you. There's different styles. There's different
Yeah.
things that people do. Whatever floats your vote is cool. I like to be minimalistic about stuff. It makes things more straight to the point. Whatever I want to highlight in a minimalistic style, it gets highlighted. You know what I mean? If you put too much, it's gonna get lost in the bunch. But I think with that we can finish off. We're already almost at 2 hours here. Um,
Definitely. I always say, "Yeah, we're gonna go online. 45 minutes. Stop."
yeah. So
Well,
I
anyways,
appreciate all of the
just
viewers. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, just stay tuned. Follow these accounts where you are checking us out right now. Send us messages, DM for the music, DM for whatever it is that you need from us. We're praying for you. We're sending the good, good vibes and peace and love to your homes and your families. That you stay healthy, and we know that we're going through rough times, but music always takes us to a different place. So I suggest you that you go to your Spotify, your Apple Music, download the music. A lot of new stuff is coming out soon. So we want to hear from you. We want to pray for you. We want to be with wherever you are, and the best way to be together is always with music. So we love you, and we are thankful for all the years of um, good vibes, prayers, and sending good wishes to into our art and our music. So we thank you for that, and don't forget, there's a good tomorrow at 12. It's a live stream for Mustang's music video. Uh, then we have June 1st. We have a new song coming out in Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
Spanish English, and
Spanglish.
Spanglish. Yeah. Just be ready, checked everything, and we love you. And just know that we're here for you. Okay. So if you
Thank
want
you,
to join
guys.
us, just so thank you so much. We love you. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Riza. Thank you, Angel. Everybody that was online, we love you. We thank you so
Love
much.
you
God
guys.
bless.
All right.
Bye.